Hello, everyone. I'm James Milan, and this is the Town Hall Update with our town manager, Adam Chapdelaine. Hey, Adam.
Hey James, how are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Counting the days, of course, like I think a lot of other folks in town are, and we're still got you for 4 weeks, so we're going to enjoy that. Starting with today's update, which we want to talk about a couple of, we want to talk about the ceremony coming up for Memorial Day, which will be in person, and then a couple of major projects in town as well. One of them is picking up in earnest. That's the Mass Ave Appleton intersection.
Yep.
And then the Arlington Reservoir project is actually, I think, complete. So which of the two would you like to start off talking about?
Why don't we start with the celebratory one with Arlington Reservoir?
Good idea.
So I think as most folks in town probably know or maybe have already gone down to enjoy, over the course of the past several years, the town, between capital planning dollars and Community Preservation Act dollars, has invested about roughly $5 million in improving the Arlington Reservoir area. That's improving the playground area, the swimming hole, the swimming area itself, the pathway around the reservoir. So we have improved recreational amenities, ADA accessibility, environmental stabilization of the shoreline. So it's really been a comprehensively improved area. That's the result of a lot of hard work by committee members who have supported the funding, the Parks and Recreation Commission, Joe Conley as the Recreation Director, and many other people across the town. So as that project is coming to a close on June 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., there will be a celebratory event down at the reservoir for people to come down, celebrate it, and experience the improvements that have been made. So I think that's it'll be a nice culmination to a years-long effort that's going to result in a nice new improved amenity for Arlington.
Yeah, like a lot of folks who raised their children here in Arlington, I remember what the res looked like and felt like years and years ago when my children were small. And now I bike and drive by there regularly. The changes are really dramatic. So something to celebrate, and then people can move straight from that on the 18th to Porch Fest later in the day, perhaps.
Right.
And how about the Mass Ave and Appleton Street project?
So this is another project that we've been talking about for quite a while now, stemming from the tragic death of Charles Proctor several years ago now at that intersection. Again, as I think folks in town are probably aware, there were what we call quick build improvements made to that intersection after a review and study was done by a design review committee. However, that design review committee did anticipate there being eventually long-term improvements made to that intersection. So we've now worked to hire a design firm named Stantec to actually come in, study, and develop those long-term improvements. And part of that will include further public outreach. So there is a public outreach session or engagement session scheduled for June 14th for that design team working with town staff and the Planning and Community Development Department to start to really dig in, understand concerns stemming from the public, and start designing and developing the recommendations for improvements to that intersection. I'll say more broadly, the hope is to be able to get design to a level whereby we can start to apply for MassWorks grant funding so that the eventual improvements can hopefully be almost entirely funded by a state grant source. We've also spread out the area that we're looking at. We're actually asking this design firm to look from the intersection of Lowell in Mass, just past the intersection of Mass Ave and Appleton, all the way over to the entrance to Work Bar, the name of that small road I'm forgetting right this moment, but to really take a corridor look and make sure that we're not only making that intersection of Mass Ave and Appleton safe, but that whole corridor safe for bicyclists, pedestrians, bus users, and motor vehicle drivers.
Great to hear that. Yeah, you're absolutely right that it isn't the intersection, the specific intersection alone. There is just the way the road curves and the number of bicycles that we want to see moving through there just makes these changes that you're talking about really important. And great to know that there's a possibility that much of it could be funded by the state.
Okay.
That will be good news for folks too. So we are about a week and a half out now from Memorial Day, which is May 30th this year. And for the first time in 3 years, there will actually be an in-person ceremony, which is great news in and of itself. But tell us what folks can expect.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first and foremost, as you said, we're excited to be able to welcome people back to Town Hall for an in-person ceremony. As he's done for a number of years since he's been here, Jeff Chunglo, our Director of Veteran Services, has put together a really nice program with keynote speakers with really exemplary military service that are going to be able to speak to their military experience and reflect on the importance of Memorial Day. So that event kicks off at 9:30 a.m. on Memorial Day, and we would invite any resident interested in attending to come to Town Hall and become part of the event. I'll also mention that on May 26th, the week before, on Thursday, Jeff has put together sort of as part of a speaking series around Memorial Day, another keynote speaker who, again, has exemplary military service, who will be providing a public keynote for anybody who's interested in attending. So anybody interested in either of these events can certainly visit the town website to get more details. And we would love to see people come out and participate in what has always been a very nice event for the town.
And great shout out there to Jeff Chunglo, who really has done amazing work as our Department of Veteran Services unto himself over these last number of years. So thank you for that. And a reminder to everybody that ACMi, as always, will be covering the ceremony live, and folks can find it on our public channel. And also, if they ever want to see it again, it will be on our YouTube channel thereafter. Also accessible on our website. So Memorial Day covered. Is there anything else that you want to add before we let you go, Adam?
So the only thing I would add is this happens to be in National Public Works Week, and that provides us an opportunity to acknowledge and thank all of the hardworking women and men of Public Works for the work that they do, mostly unseen, to keep Arlington running. Whether it be from road paving, tree pruning, parks preparation, water and sewer work, solid waste management, recycling work, waste diversion work. There's really a talented, hardworking group of people working at Public Works that keep the town clean, keep the town safe, and keep the town running. And this is a great opportunity to thank them for that. And a highlight, it's not necessarily the daily work, but a highlight of that was a video that went viral last week of a number of DPW workers rescuing several ducklings from a catch basin and reuniting them with their mother. So Public Works employees are integral parts of the community. I think it's safe to say, they don't get the fanfare that often fire department and police department employees get. Very well deserving that they get that fanfare, but Public Works employees sometimes don't get that, and they deserve it. And this is a great week to say thank you to them. So I would say, during this National Public Works Week, if you're out in town and you happen to see a Public Works crew and you have an opportunity and it feels right, say thank you for the hard work that they're doing. That, again, is so critical to the town.
Well said. And, I'm sure you would agree with me that if you see a Department of Public Works, truck or workers, and it happens not to be this week, feel free to thank them as well.
Also, agreed. Yeah, you can always say thank you.
All right. And thank you, Adam, for your time as always this week. We are ever aware of the diminishing amount of time we have with you, so we appreciate every moment. I have been speaking for this town hall update with our current town manager, Adam Chapdelaine. I look forward to saying that at least one more time. I am James Milan. This is the Town Hall Update. We do appreciate Adam's time, and we appreciate yours as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.